Let's take a look at how we can price an interest rate caps and floor. Now, for a cap, we can set it up this way for our analysis. So first of all, we'll have a notional or principal of the cap. We denote that L. A cap will have a cap rate, RK, and has a life of T. It also has a reference floating rate. Here we use LIBOR. It can be any other floating rate here. Now, we suppose that a cap has I reset dates. So we are here, a cap will have a whole bunch of reset dates here. So we can set a rate here, and the actual payment will actually be made here. So paid in arrear. Now, for each of the dates there, we observe the floating rate, RI. The difference between T1 and T2, we call this the delta I here. Basically, it gives us the difference in time. Now, if you look at it, a cap payoff at each TI plus 1, so the first payoff will be at T2, is the max of the difference between the floating rate minus the cap rate and multiplied by this difference in time, because this is all in annualized rates. So, and if this is like quarterly, so this will be 0.25. And then it determines, a period normalized rate multiplied by the notional will give us a payoff for a particular period under that cap, or the payment of a caplet. Now, you can also think about it as, instead of a payment, you can think about it as the amount of money you saved for the floating side, because the rate is capped at a particular level. And if the rate is higher than that, you really avoided paying the difference. So now we know the payoff structure of a cap or a caplet, how we're going to price the option. Now here, a cap is really just a collection of a whole bunch of caplets. Now, if we can observe a forward rate for each of the realized floating rate, so those RIs are actually only realized here, but in the market, we may have at current time T0 that may exist forward rates for each of those realized cap rates, floating rates actually. Then we can use the Black's formula to price a caplet. Then we add the price of all the caplets together, then we'll get the price of the cap. Assuming that, of course, the forward rate follows a log normal process. So under the standard market model, it's relatively simple to price a cap, or to first price a caplet, then you add the price of all the caplets together, you get the cap. So that approach is relatively simple. You have a closed form solution here. And the question is, why can we really do this? Is it really theoretically sound? And what have we learned earlier that basically tell us that it's justified to do something like this?